Hello everyone, my name is Gail and welcome to my sunroom today. Today in my sunroom, I'm trying to do a little scrapbooking. I'm all the time saying I'm so behind on my scrapbooking. My girls can't figure out why I say I'm behind. But today I'm working on a page for our 4-year-old great-granddaughter. She's the oldest of our great-grands. And she's 4 years old, just turned 4 years old a few weeks ago. And I am trying my best. I got her birth through her to her first year scrapbook done. I got her first year done. I'm working on her second year. I got the third year to go, and then I'll be updated. Then I can start on the fourth. But we have five great grands, and we have two grandchildren. One just turned 18. She graduates this year, so I need to get hers finished up by the time she graduates, which is just in a few months. And then our other grandson is 15, so I have a little bit of time on him. But I declare, I just feel like this is one thing I feel like I stay behind on. I want to be caught up. You know, with your quilting and your crocheting, you can kind of go and unless you've got a project that you want to give to someone, you know, there's really not a big timeline on getting that stuff done. But for me with this, and even though I know I still have time, I just want to get it done. So today I'm working on a little page here, and I thought I'd bring you in and let you see what else I do out in my sunroom. I told you I like to sew. I'm learning to machine quilt and self-learning, watching a lot of videos and self-learning. And I crochet, been crocheting for years. But I scrapbook, and I really have to be in the mood when I scrapbook. I usually don't use anybody else's layouts. I do look at pictures sometimes, but I usually just come out here and I just think in my head how I want to do a page, and that's how I do it. So today this is the cardstock, and I'll show that to you. I just trimmed that up on that side with some of my scissors. Got all kinds of little scissors here to work with, the ones that make little scalloped edges and all. And so I just been thinking in my head how I want to do this one. So this page right here, for some reason, it's supposed to be a 12 by 12, but it's actually smaller than this. So I am trying to, I'm going to need to cut about 2.5 inches off of it. Or let's say about 2 3/4 inches off of it. What I do when I scrapbook, I just come out here, I pull my pictures out, the picture that I'm going to be working on, I'll pull it out, and then I'll just start thinking about, you know, my colors for that page. I'll usually just look at the colors that's in the picture and kind of what that picture is about. This particular picture is when our little great-granddaughter started into the pre-K for the two toddlers. Now, you know, lots of times you don't think pre-K starts till they're in the in the 4-year-old range, but they put her in a little pre-K program when she was 2, and she really enjoyed it. So this happens to be the first day that they captured her picture at school, and they're so good to send me pictures, and so I can keep up with all this. And so today I'm working on that. I think that's gonna work. So like I said, I just think up in my head what I'm gonna do. That's one of the things I like about scrapbooking, or for me, that's what I like. I can do it how I want to do it. I don't have to do it how somebody else tells me to do it. There's no right, there's no wrong. Sometimes I might mess up on the page and have to do something over, but there's no right, there's no wrong. I can come out here, just think about how I'm going to make the page and go from that. It's a very relaxing thing for me to do. I enjoy it very, very much. It's Sometimes I'll sit here and cry looking at the pictures. Sometimes I'll sit here and laugh. And so, you know, it's a lot of emotions with it when you're looking at pictures, especially when you do one for your older kids when they were little and they're now grown, and you have all these pictures of when they were very little. So, and when I cut this blue cardstock right here off, that's what came off of it. So I'm going to use that as some of my trim over here in the corner. And I have actually used up all of my little bitty papers here that I normally use. So I'm just going to fold these over and go with it. I use a lot of these mounting squares here. I do use some glue, but I do use a lot of these mounting squares to scrapbook with. I've been real busy out here in my sunroom the last few weeks, working on my grandson's quilt, and tomorrow I'm planning on getting back started with that and hoping to get it finished up. I've got till April the 16th to get it done, so I'm hoping to get that done. If not this week, the next week. Then, of course, I'll be starting another quilt. And I think some of you was following me or have followed me pretty close to the beginning. I had showed you a little baby blanket that I made. It was pink and white. And the person that I gifted that to, yesterday was their baby shower. And I got sent a video of them opening it, and they were very pleased with it, and I was very pleased that they liked it. So, like I told you, I'm trying to make up gifts as I go to give to people when they have a special occasion in their life, and then I've already got something done. I'm catching up on dishcloths too now. I've been working on my dishcloths some. I took some when I babysit last week and some yarn with me and worked on it when my little grandson was taking his nap. So I've just put some mounting squares, folded them over and put it on the back of this, and it's going to make it stick to the edge of this. For some reason, this paper did not cover this whole, I thought it was 12 inches, but it turns out that it was not, so. Okay, and here's what I did on that, just to dress it up a little bit. And I've got two pictures here that I'll be putting on it. I don't have the mother's permission to show the picture, so I'll just turn them kind of to the back, and I'll fix them on there some way. But in the meantime, I've got my embellishments out here, and I'm going to try to fancy it up a little bit. I've got some crayons that I'm going to start with and just put them all up and down through here. Years old seems young for someone to be going to a pre-K, but you know, it's mostly, they do learn, but mostly, you know, being with other children, learning how to play, being with little friends, and it's good for them. I will never, ever run out of scrapbooking supplies. Of course, I still think I have to buy new stuff online. I have so much paper, so much cardstock. I have so many embellishments. And I just kind of go through when I'm starting something and pick out some embellishments that I think I'll like and that complements the page that I'm doing. And that's just kind of how I do this. And I think I'm going to put, well, that's a pencil and crayon. Not sure. I thought I might put that up in the corner. A lot of embellishments that I've got were given to me, and a lot I just buy. You know, when I go into Dollar Tree, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, anywhere, you know, I see something I like, I'll pick it up. Even though I've got a lot, I still pick them up. And I think I'll put this one right here on here. I love school. I'll put that right there at the top. Let's see, maybe like that. And then I got to find something to finish that out with right there. Some of these little things are so hard to get off. Like I said, I just kind of do what I want, how I want it done, and what I think's pretty and what I think is I like. That's just kind of what I do here, and it works for me, and that's what matters. So here is my page all done. You can see that anything is possible. Then I got the crayons and just a little, and I already had this scrapbooking paper here, and I already had this cardstock. So, you know, I really don't spend a lot of money on scrapbooking. I have so much stuff already, and okay, I was making sure that was sticking down there. But that's my page, and I thank you for coming along with me today. I just wanted to share with you a little bit about my scrapbooking hobby. So, and my head is offline. If I can get it straightened up here. I probably can't without messing up. But thank you for coming along with me today. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you are interested in what I'm doing. Each week I'm bringing you in to show you what I'm working on out in my sunroom, which my sunroom is a hobby room. It's where I work on my hobbies. Turned it into my little she shed or she room, so to speak, my little hobby space. So thank you for coming along, and until next week, take care.